So so here it is, Hump Day Wednesday, 2 days removed from Christmas, and shit ain't been the same. Excuse me. Ooh. Stuff hasn't been the same ever since Christmas. I hate when Christmas is over because people go back to their little wicked ways, their little conniving, jealous, envious, pompous, arrogant, unfeeling, non-cooperative, unappealing ways. Anyway, Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Daily Go Get a Business Show. I'm your host, Sun 752. Tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show, we are talking about they used you for some money and a place to stay. They used you for some money and a place to stay. What y'all know about that? What do y'all know about somebody using you for some money and a place to stay? What do you know? Hopefully that hasn't happened to anybody that's listening to this show. But if it has happened to anybody listening to this show, hopefully you were able to recover from such, or you did not allow it to play out as such. But hey, things happen. Things happen. I mean, we all take an L in our lives. We all take an L in our lives. And just because you got played, or just because you got used, or just because things didn't work out the way that you really wanted them to work out, even though it seemed like it had so much promise in the beginning, doesn't mean that you are stupid. It doesn't mean that you're gullible. It doesn't mean that you are a sucker boy who used to irk me. You never was really down a job time turkey. It doesn't mean any of those things. Anybody can get got. If you really think about it, love puts you in a position to be got. But what I want to ask y'all is about the planning stages of this whole moving in thing. If you have ever moved in, lived with, or had somebody move in with you, what do you think? I have two questions. What do you think is an appropriate time that needs to pass before you consider doing so? That's what I want to know, first of all. The second question is, what is the greatest factor that needs to be taken into consideration when you are thinking about moving in with somebody? Is it the bills? Because of course, when you share living space with somebody, normally you're talking about having two incomes and being put in a place where you will be able to make paying your expenses a little bit lighter, because two incomes can cover more than maybe just one income could cover. Or is it the love? Is it a situation where if I really love you and I'm really feeling you like that, and I want to be around you every day, and I want to be able to see your face and see and touch and hold you every single day, then I guess moving in is the thing for us to do. So is that the biggest motivating factor? Is that a major factor that needs to be taken into consideration when we talk about moving in with somebody? Or is this something else? I think that we have to take into consideration the side of the predator, the side of the person who doesn't have good intentions. So maybe your motivating factor, or the motivating factor of somebody who is predatory, maybe their biggest thing is money, or needing a place to stay, being codependent. And I think that codependence is something that we have to take into serious consideration when we talk about this thing, because if you are unable to be alone, and you be amazed at how many people who are predatory are afraid to be alone or uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable being in settings where they have to fend for themselves, do for themselves. Sure, they'll dip off after they screw somebody, but a lot of times they'll dip off to somebody else after they screw somebody else. So, but what do you think? How long should you be together or wait until before you decide to move in with somebody? How much time should pass before you seriously consider moving in with somebody? Because one thing that I've always wondered about people who don't have a place to stay, who are somewhat homeless, is like, well, where did you come from? Were you freshly evicted, put out? Um, you know, I don't want to sound ignorant, but I really don't understand. I don't fully understand not prioritizing having a roof over your head. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I have a mental block on not making sure that you have a roof over your head. I might not prioritize having a car to drive, having jewelry on my neck or wrists or hands, clothes on my back, shoes and sneakers on my feet. I might not prioritize those things. But a roof over my head, for me, yes, I'm going to make sure that happens. But predatory people prioritize that too. They just don't prioritize making sure that they are the one who finances having a roof over their head. So how does this work? How long should you be together, or how much time should pass before you consider moving in with somebody? And I don't care if that somebody is somebody that you are romantically linked to, or whether they are a family member, a friend, a roommate, or whatever. Because moving in with each other, whether you are romantically linked or not, is a big commitment. It really is. There is nothing worse than not being on the same page with somebody that you are living with. If you're not in agreement about how the bills should be paid, which bills are generated, how the place should look, the ambiance, who's going to wash the dishes, take out the trash, chores, duties, responsibilities. If you're not on the same page with somebody that you live with, there are going to be major problems, even if you don't express them, because in the background, you're going to be expressing them to everybody else who's not living in the house. You may not say anything to the person living with you, but you're going to say it to your mama, your daddy, your brothers, sisters, cousins, all your friends, co-workers, neighbors, anybody else who will listen to you. Anybody who will be a sounding board to you, you're going to listen. You're going to tell them. And they're going to listen, and they're going to ask you, well, how come you haven't talked to such and such about this? If you're really unhappy, why don't you find another place and all this kind of stuff? But really, those motivating factors may be the reason that you haven't made a move. So how much time did you take before you decide to make the move to be with that person in their house? All up in the crib. I said, all up in the crib. All up in the crib. All up in the... How much time, baby? Talk to me. Talk to me. They used you for some money. They used you for some money and a place to stay. And that may not even be the case, because I've known people who have put people up in their crib and they really didn't give somebody a lot of money, or they gave them some money and they actually got paid back, but they still reported it as, oh yeah, they took my money, they used me for my money, or I took care of them. Shout out to the people who always trying to say that they took care of somebody. They got the Superman complex. I saved the day. You wasn't nothing before I came your way. I took you in just like a baby who was left on the porch by the stork. And I took you in from New York and back to Philly. And you was looking silly while you was outside on a bench in the cold. And brought you in the house and made you my spouse. And now you acting like I kicked you out. But I didn't. You jerked me, no doubt. What up, Care Bear? What up, Queen Monica? So how much time should pass before... And now, am I lying? Is there anything worse than having a roommate? I don't care whether y'all go together or y'all the same sex, or I don't care what it is. There's nothing worse than having somebody living under your roof or living under somebody else's roof, or y'all living. I don't care if both of your names are on a lease. At least it doesn't matter. When you're not on the same page with somebody and you're living with them, it's not a good situation. It's a bad situation. It's real bad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. You know what I mean? I told you, you need to wash the dish after you eat. If you drink something, then you wash something. If you eat something, then you wash something. You had a pork chop. Why didn't you wash that plate off? You drunk some coffee. Why didn't you drunk some coffee? Why is the coffee cup all in the sink? Why is it a ring around the tub? Why did you not pull back the shower curtain? I don't need nobody seeing my tub. Little shit, man. Yo, did you lose the twisty ties on the bread? Where are the twisty ties on the bread? I don't like having to tie the knot on the bread. I want to have twisty ties. What can't we have no twisty ties? How about this one? I ain't gonna lie, this is a point of contention for me. You ever know somebody that never drinks everything? They never drink the. All right. So they ask you for some water or some juice or whatever. You give them a glass or whatever, and they never drink the whole thing. There are some people who will not drink the whole thing, no matter what. And I thought it was just a weird thing before, but I found out that there's actually a philosophy about it. Like they believe that you should leave some behind for the spirits. But little things can happen when you leave a little bit of water, a little bit of juice inside of a glass. Like a cat or a dog could knock over the glass and now you got to shampoo your carpet. Things like that. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just a little pet peeve of mine. Like, why did you ask me for the water, but you only drunk like 1/4 of the water? Like, all right, okay. For example, they asked for a glass this tall. I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty. And they drink it down to here. So no matter what, no matter how much they drink, you can give them a glass this tall, they still gonna leave this much left. And I'd be like, you could give them a glass that's only this. You could give them a glass that's only this tall, and they'll still leave this much. They're gonna leave some more in there. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Even in water bottles, like they leave some in there. You're like, I don't know why I feel that way, because I wasn't raised in a household where I had to clean off my plate. I didn't have to eat all my dinner. My mom and my dad was not like that. My dad always said, if you're not hungry anymore, leave the rest. You know what I mean? You know, go ahead. You can get up from the table. You ain't hungry no more. You know, we'll put it away. Maybe you'll be hungry later on. You can come finish it if and when you get hungry again. But, he was never the type. And my mom was never the type that said, no, you got to eat everything that's on your plate before you get up from the table. I wasn't raised that way. Shout out to everybody that was raised that way, but I wasn't raised that way. We did not promote greediness at the crib. There was plenty to eat, but we just didn't do that. Monica Davis says that happened to me. He just started moving in and stopped paying his rent in the place I found him. I had to get my landlord to act like I was evicted. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. That is not a good look. That is how do you say it's fucked up. Yes, it is. It's fucked up. Man. So when you got your landlord to pretend that you had got evicted, where did he go? Where do broken bums go when they take their ass home? Back to the halfway house with the attendant standing there. And if somebody jerks you, I just want to know, y'all. I ain't trying to start now. I just want to know. He using you for your money and a place to stay. How much money? Borrowed a couple of dollars here and there. Said he wanted to start a business. He was going to print up some t-shirts. He was going to make a bunch of money printing up some t-shirts. He was going to go to this concert, print up a bunch of t-shirts with the artist that was at the concert. He was going to go to the Eagles game, print up some Eagles t-shirts, gloves, hats, scarves, lanyards. You know what I mean? You're going to sell them. You're getting this entrepreneur spirit on. Gave him $500 to get started. That nigga printed up 10 t-shirts. So you planning to sell them for $50 each? What we doing? What we doing? Well, how many sizes you got? You got 10 shirts? How many sizes you got? What we doing? Wapping. What is wapping? What is wapping? Yeah. It's serious business. You know, 500 down the drain. Poof. 500 here, 100 here, 50 here, nickel and diming you, definitely two-timing you, he nickel and diming you, and two-timing you, he two-timing you, and he nickel and diming you. You had to give him a couple dollars, right? Word. You got played out. That's my word. I'm sorry that happened to you, but you ain't the first. You ain't inventing the wheel. I feel like you feel. But you got to get back up on your horse because you got to keep moving on. No doubt, of course, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You make sure you don't get hurt again. Don't let it spin. Yeah, the wheel of fortune or that wheel on. The price is right. You get hype. Don't let nobody have no money. Don't put them under your roof before they go poof. Without the proof that they are 100. How can you know somebody is 100? Well, at least know that the 75. Give me a passing test. Yo, he was like 60 points. He's a mess. And I know that you felt bad and kind of embarrassed. You wouldn't even tell your parents. Yeah, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when you don't want to tell your peoples what really happened. Yeah, well, you know, me and such broke up. Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about when you don't want to tell, you don't really want to give the details of why y'all broke up, even though you're not in the wrong, but you feel like you're in the wrong because you knew you shouldn't have got played like that in the first place. So they like, well, what happened with you and so? Wasn't y'all living together? Yeah, well, you know. You know, all right, let me start out by saying that such and such is really a good person on the inside. I mean, you know, they have a lot of good qualities about themselves, but they need to grow up a little bit. And plus, you know, his mommy got sick, so he had to go back to his city for a little while or whatever. And we're going to kind of evaluate whether he or she should come back. Because, like I said, they're a good person, but they got some growing up to do. It's bad when You're not in the wrong, but you still don't want to tell the truth about what happened. Cause you got played by your girlfriend and she jerked you right now. Queen Monica says, who knows? I was young at the time. I was young, but he moved his stuff and stole some of my stuff. I understand. You know what? I learned the hard way. If somebody move out of your crib, make sure you're there when they move out because they will take some of your stuff with them. It could be anything. Albums, tapes, CDs, towels, pots, silverware, china, glasses, heirlooms, inherited, and I swear they will take little shit. They figured I'm leaving and I'm not coming back, and they not gonna miss it anyway. Yeah. And I don't even think that people who do that look at themselves as stealing. I really don't. I know my my nephew, when he moved in my crib, he brought absolutely nothing but his clothes. And he contributed absolutely nothing to this household. For 3 years. He moved in 2004 to 2007. And when he left, like, I was like, where are, you have how you have pots and you have the lids to the pots. And I'm like, well, I had pots that wasn't matching lids. I had lids that wasn't matching. I'm like, where's my shit? I'm like, yo, did you take some of my pots when you left? No. How about that Young Jeezy CD? I haven't seen that Young Jeezy CD. Young Jeezy? Yeah, the Young Jeezy CD. Amongst the other CDs. I ain't have that. I don't even listen to the Young Jeezy. I saw the CD in your room. Oh, I was only listening to it that one time because I wanted to see, Okay. I'm missing towels. I have mostly matching towels. You had a towel, the big towel, the bath towel, and then you have the little towel, the little towel that goes on the towel rack that people can, dry their hands on. And then you have the washcloth. And it was all matched. I used to have all matching sets. Yes. So it don't have to be your family. It ain't always your family. I mean, it ain't always your lovers that get you. It ain't always your lovers that play you. But I don't even think they look at it like they're stealing from you. They just kind of look at it like, I mean, you have everything and I have nothing. That's why I have to go. Like they got that little handkerchief joint on the back of it on the stick, like they on a runaway joint. 11:31. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Yeah. I wrote you back. I said yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, didn't I just see you last night? Monday. Oh, I wasn't here. When was the last time I saw you? That was Friday? Huh. That's weird. That time flies. That was okay. I'm sorry you haven't. Anything good? Yeah, that is rough. Okay. Well, wait. You know what I mean? I wish the best for everybody. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Well, all right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So yeah. Um, yeah. It's not always lovers that'll get you, but I don't think they really look at it as them stealing from you or taking from you. They just look at it like, well, when we was together, everything. I'm like, we wasn't together. We was roommates. I didn't even know you before. I don't know. I say don't move in with anybody that you don't know. At the same time, you may not want to move in with somebody that you know, unless y'all on the same page. I don't see anything wrong with having a conversation before you decide to make that move because I don't care what nobody say. Just like marriage or getting into a relationship is a big commitment, so is sharing living space is a big commitment. And it's not one that everybody owns up to, lives up to, or takes into serious consideration. It just doesn't go like that all the time. So you got to watch yourself. You got to watch your back. You got to know what you're doing out here, man. You got to know what you're doing. But y'all still didn't tell me how long it should be before you consider moving in with somebody. How long should it be? I'm going to answer it myself. Until you think that you could trust them with your life. I'm not so sure how long that could be. But if I don't think I can trust you with my life, you're not moving in with me. And yeah, I mean moving in with me because I can't move in with anybody else. I got too many trust issues. You ain't put me out. I'm gonna make it sure I make it from the cradle to the grave without being able to be put out. Nobody puts me out. Have I put out others? Yes, but they had it coming. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs because I don't like y'all attitude. Y'all being mean to me. All right, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 27th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Rosalind Hankins, turning 54 years old today, and she's rated as money for Babashi. Babashi, that's that black sexual STD prevention type, sexual black sexual health type joint. Donate to that. All right, and also my man Michael C. Michael Courtwright, happy birthday to you. And Kelly Hickey, happy birthday to you. And also Angel Blaine turning 45 years old today. And John Thorpe turning 40 years old today. And Ebony Renee turning 36 years old today. And Raheem Soledad turning 56 years old today. And Andre Jackson turning 54 years old today. And Tanya Robinson, happy birthday to you. And my girl, go-getter and founder of Black Economic Exchange, Crystal Rice Jenkins, turning 51 years old today. And also Latoya Salters turning 38 years old today. And Cher Price, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Kristen Wyckoff, turning 51 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious December 27th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. I rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen, moving in with somebody is a big commitment, but how long should you wait? And if somebody took some from you, it's like they took the food off your plate. And they jerk you, jack you up for a little place to stay. And that rent that you had to pay came around every 30 days. What you say? I'm really sorry that you had to experience that, but you know how it goes with that. I know that you'll be smarter next time, and you might not really always be smarter next time because you made a mistake once, twice, 3 times a sucker. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Oh, look. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another daily Go-Getterism show. So make sure y'all come through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right, man. I mean, what love, though? You know what I mean? Everything gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be ice, huh? All right, so we gonna get you out of here. Get you out of HEREPEACE.